Coming up on Citrus TV News, a hearing to decide the future of Chuck's has been canceled, how it will impact the favorite bar.
And Joe Biden speaks about his decision not to run for president last year.
Syracuse is finally experiencing warmer spring temperatures, but rain is on the way. I'll tell you when you'll need to grab that umbrella in my full weather forecast. Citrus TV News starts right now.
This is Citrus TV News live at 6, your campus news leader.
According to the Onondaga Supreme Court, tomorrow's hearing between the Hungry Chuck's owner and his landlord is canceled. Good evening, I'm Amico.
And I'm Brooke Glatz. We first broke this story on Friday as preparations for the hearing were underway.
The hearing was supposed to cover a restraining order the Chuck's owner placed on the landlord in order to keep the popular bar open.
Judge Anthony Paris's office says one of the attorneys asked for an adjournment this afternoon. The case is adjourned until further notice.
The office also says the case will likely be settled out of court.
The Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity is hosting their Truth Be Told event today, and they've brought another big name to campus as their guest speaker. We have Citrus TV reporter Dan Prager live at the Shine Student Center with more.
All right. Thanks, Brooke. And as you can see right behind me at the Goldstein Auditorium, doors are about to open in 30 minutes, and in just an hour, Super Bowl champion Victor Cruz of my hometown New York Giants is set to speak for this Truth Be Told event. It's supposed to be an open conversation about society and just kind of how we are as a society. Now, Cruz is going to speak both with about his time on the New York Giants as well as the Victor Cruz Foundation, a foundation he started to help underrepresented children get into STEM research. Now, he's going to kind of also talk about how he balances his time between being an NFL superstar and somebody who really helps and is charitable and helps his community. Now, we're expected to hear a little bit, again, about society and how he feels in this kind of time in society. So we're expecting a good show. Past presenters have been Forrest Whitaker, Anthony Anderson, and Anderson Cooper. So there's a lot of star power at this event. Again, in just under an hour, we're going to hear Victor Cruz speak. So we'll get back to you then. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Dan. Otto may be famous here on campus, but he will no longer be a hurricane. The World Meteorological Organization announced today that they won't use the names Otto or Matthew for future hurricanes. Storm names get retired if a hurricane was particularly deadly or destructive to avoid being insensitive to victims. Former Vice President and Syracuse law alum Joe Biden says he would have won if he ran for president in 2016. He said Friday at Colgate University that he decided against running after his son Beau died of brain cancer in May 2015. Biden said it was the right decision at the time, but he does regret not running for president.
Pianist Joyce DiCamillo will be the featured guest at SU's Jazz Day on Saturday. She will host a jazz masterclass and perform with the university's Morton Schiff Jazz Ensemble. DiCamillo has performed all around the world, and she is a graduate of the Setner School of Music and currently serves as the board chair for her organization, Project Music. Syracuse will host Professor of Contemporary Italian Literature Mauro Novelli. The University of Milan teacher will discuss modern Italian literature while focusing on World War II-era fascism. He will explore how literature was manipulated to promote fascist values. The event happens next Tuesday in Byrd Library.
With class registration quickly approaching, Syracuse students are planning their fall schedules. University Advising is urging students to talk to their advisor about their plans. Citrus TV News reporter Gabrielle Caracciolo has the story.
Final weeks of the spring semester here at Syracuse University, students have to begin planning what classes they will take next fall. I spoke with Candice Salomon, the Associate Dean for Advising and Career Services in the College of Arts and Sciences, about which arts and science courses tend to be the most popular among students.
One that comes to mind is interpretation of film, which is quite popular among Newhouse students. Another one is our course in philosophy on contemporary ethics, psychology, the introduction to psychology. So there are some courses that many students choose to enroll in. Economics is another one.
Dean Salomon said that she knows scheduling can be stressful for many students, but that advising offices in each college are here to help students plan their schedules, fill out waitlist forms, and make sure they are able to graduate on time. Her best advice? Plan ahead.
Planning ahead is really important. I find that students often, if they take a look at the semesters, if they take a look at when they want to graduate, what they want to do between now and graduation in terms of majors and minors and other kinds of elective courses, and that they start fitting it into a puzzle, that they often feel much more confident.
Registration appointments for the fall 2017 semester are scheduled to begin between March 31st and April 7th. Gabrielle Caracciolo, CitrusTV News.
Alex, it was a dreary afternoon in Syracuse today, but at least we're seeing some warmer temperatures.
The Citrus Cam was on South Campus earlier today where clouds covered the sky. The good news is that warm temperatures kept the heavy coats at home today.
It's spring finally here to say. Citrus TV weather anchor Rebekah Castor has our answer.
Thanks, Alex and Brooke. Spring temperatures are here finally after having 2 weeks of some hard winter weather. Spring is here and it's here to stay, hopefully. Right now we're seeing temperatures at 53 degrees with some cloudy skies outside. You can expect that for the rest of tonight. 20% chance of rain, but it will probably pass us. So just be prepared if you're planning on heading out tonight. And with the high humidity, it feels just a little bit warmer than 53 degrees, which is definitely a nice change after the freezing temperatures we saw last week. Taking a look at our Doppler radar, we will see rain coming our way tomorrow. With spring comes those spring showers. We'll see quite a bit tomorrow afternoon. And I'll tell you what else we can expect this week coming up in my full weather forecast.
New details tonight. Students at North Syracuse Junior High attended classes today after a student posted a threatening message on social media last night. The student posted a picture of a firearm on Instagram with the caption, "Fight me now." Sheriff's Office spokesman John Sieber says the department conducted an investigation and determined that no students are in danger because there was no direct threat made. The student will not be criminally charged. 4 people are recovering from stab wounds from a bar fight in Niagara Falls. Police were told early Sunday morning that the brawl broke out at the 3rd Street Tap Room. Authorities found 3 victims in the bar and were told a 4th drove himself to the hospital. Police have charged 1 man with assault and criminal possession of a weapon in connection to the fight.
New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio says the statue of a girl staring down the Wall Street Bull will stay up through early 2018. De Blasio says the Fearless Girl statue has inspired people and calls the decision a fitting path for a girl who refuses to quit. The statue, which was put up just before International Women's Day, was set to be taken down in April, but will get a long-term permit through the city's art program. The Ontario County Sheriff's Department say a couple left 3 young children alone in a mall in Rochester. Authorities say the parents left their 8-year-old, 6-year-old, and their 1-month-old alone on a bench in the Eastview Mall while they worked. Mall security found the children and called the sheriff's office. The incident was reported to Child Protective Services.
Coming up, President Trump announces a new role for his son-in-law.
And British intelligence officer says the attack on British Parliament so far has no links to ISIS.
Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck.
So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. You're gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh, yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah.
You're watching Citrus TV News with Alex Amico, Brooke Glatz, and Rebekah Castor with weather. Citrus TV News continues now.
President Donald Trump is rolling out a new initiative.
He announced the new White House Office of American Innovation today. It will be led by top aide and son-in-law Jared Kushner.
The new office will focus on overhauling the federal government by infusing it with ideas from the business world.
Earlier this afternoon, Senate Democrats forced a one-week delay on the confirmation of Supreme Court nominee Neil Gorsuch.
They argue that the nominee has ruled too often in favor of large corporations and against workers.
This forces Mitch McConnell to hold a procedural vote that requires 60 affirmative votes to move forward with Gorsuch's nomination.
The vote for Gorsuch will now take place on April 3rd.
Well, let me be clear. President Trump and I are confident. The United States Senate will confirm Judge Neil Gorsuch one way or the other.
One person is dead and 16 others injured after shots rang out at an Ohio nightclub early yesterday morning.
The shooting happened at the Cameo nightclub in Cincinnati. Police say the incident stemmed from a conflict earlier that day, and shots were fired from several individuals.
They are still searching for suspects and interviewing witnesses. So far, there is no reason to suspect terrorism.
The Cincinnati police chief says extra security measures were already in place at the club, which has a history of gun violence.
It is my understanding that they do wand individuals and pat them down. However, what we know at this point, several firearms were able to be brought inside the bar.
The latest from London tonight, a senior British counterterrorism officer says there is no evidence that the Westminster attacker had ties to ISIS or al-Qaeda.
Deputy Assistant Commissioner Neil Basu says Khalid Massoud clearly had an interest in jihad, but police have no evidence he discussed his attack with others.
Police and intelligence officials say Massoud was not a subject of interest before the attack. And Muslim women linked arms along Westminster Bridge yesterday in a show of solidarity with the victims of last week's London terror attack.
Many of the women wore blue to symbolize peace and were joined by supporters who stood in silence for 5 minutes as Big Ben struck.
British Prime Minister Theresa May met with Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon today. This meeting comes days after Sturgeon demanded a second referendum on Scottish independence be held.
May's government has to approve this referendum, and May herself has said that this isn't the time for a new vote. Scots have defeated previous referendums, but Sturgeon believes the looming Brexit will be enough to push for independence.
2 workers from an escalator company have been arrested after a terrifying incident at a Hong Kong shopping mall.
Police say the 2 men tampered with an upwards-bound escalator full of people, causing it to suddenly reverse and increase speed, sending some shoppers tumbling.
China Central Television reports that at least 18 people were injured. 1 is in critical condition.
An avalanche struck a group of high school students taking ski lessons about 125 miles north of Tokyo.
A fire official says 8 of the students are feared dead and 6 are injured.
32 students and teachers were able to get down safely from the slope.
Emergency crews are having trouble reaching the area due to poor weather.
Coming back to the break, a car flies through the air and lands on a boat. What caused the accident?
And later, Lauren Walsh joins us to talk about another award for Alexis Peterson. Stay tuned.
The best place to start is in the forest.
I spy something beginning with S.
Snow?
No.
Snow-covered trees.
Nothing to do with snow.
Head outside to discover incredible animals and beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure.
Wow.
So grab your loved ones.
Don't even.
And explore a world of possibilities.
Come on, this way.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Taking care of a family member can lead to plenty of questions. Fortunately, there's a place to get the answers, for them and for you. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Warmer temperatures across central New York today, hitting the 50s, high 40s. Syracuse is at 53 degrees, and Ithaca, Penn, and Elmira getting up to 58, hitting 60 degrees. And with those spring temperatures comes spring showers, and we'll see that tomorrow afternoon. We should see rain coming in at about 11 a.m., and then those rain clouds should clear out by about 4 p.m. tomorrow. Taking a closer look at our day tomorrow, we have a high of 49 degrees and those off and on rain showers. And with some light wind, it's going to be a little chilly, but we're going to have some high humidity tomorrow, so that will counteract those winds coming through tomorrow. And with spring also comes humidity. So we'll be up and down with humidity percentages this week. Tomorrow, pretty high humidity, so it's going to be muggy with that rain we're seeing tomorrow as well. Down on humidity Wednesday and Thursday, but back up this weekend, getting to 85% humidity on Friday. So keep that in mind when you're making your weekend plans. It's going to be muggy outside this weekend and some rain this weekend as well. Snow chance now is low. We're in the spring season. We probably won't have to worry about snow in Syracuse anymore, which is exciting. We have warmer temperatures this week and some sunshine when we do get down to some colder weather. So we shouldn't see any snow flurries this week or hopefully for the rest of March. Taking a look at our 5-day forecast, we have sunshine in the forecast on Wednesday and Thursday. We have highs in the 40s. And then the coldest we'll see this week is on Wednesday. We'll get down to 26 degrees, but with the sunshine and clear skies, we shouldn't see any snow flurries. So guys, I'm excited. I think we're out of the winter season. Shouldn't have to worry about shoveling snow anymore. Shouldn't have to worry about having to dress all bundled up. So I'm excited that spring is here and hopefully it sticks around.
Hopefully it does. Thanks, Rebekah.
Thank you, Rebekah. A car in Portland crash-landed on top of a boat. The boat's owner says the car flew across the street, bounced in his driveway, and landed on his boat. The driver's status is unknown, but medics say the driver may have a medical condition that caused the accident.
Veteran news anchor and Syracuse alum Ted Koppel has some strong words for Fox News' Sean Hannity. In an interview for CBS Sunday Morning focusing on fake news, Koppel told Hannity that he's bad for America. The segment further discussed the polarization of the country and the inability to distinguish ideologies from facts.
SU men's lacrosse continues to keep Cuse fans on the edge of their seats. Another ACC foe and another close finish. You don't want to miss how this one unfolded. We'll have that right after the break.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly,
disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness. I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness. I am a witness, and so are you.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Come on, it's not that hard.
My big man fingers are having a problem with these little tiny buttons.
Whoa, watch it there. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to learn how to get it down. Instead, it keeps going up.
High blood pressure can increase the risk for heart attack or stroke. Learn how to keep yours at a healthy range.
Ever hear a voice command? Just say text Barbershop to 97779.
That's not what I said.
Just give me that. Now my blood pressure's up.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Welcome back to Citrus TV News. I'm Lauren Walsh. John Desko called it just another Syracuse lacrosse game in the year 2017. But an SU-Duke matchup on the lacrosse field is sure to be a thriller, especially when the Orange's last 6 games have been decided by just 1 goal. And this game certainly followed that trend, the Duke Blue Devils entering the Carrier Dome for the first game against SU this season. In the first quarter, Jordan Evans gets the assist here on the Brad Voigt goal. Syracuse leads 3-2. Now into the second quarter, Kevin Quigley to Brad Smith, who nets one in for Duke, and it's 6-4 Blue Devils. Now we jump to the fourth quarter. About 6 minutes left. Jack Bruckner passes to Joey Manawan. He scores, and it's 11-9 Duke. Still plenty of time on the clock. Syracuse battling back. Dan Varello finds Brendan Bomberry. The Denver transfer rips one in. Duke leads by just 1 goal. That was Bomberry's 15th goal of the season. About a minute and a half left in the game. Nick Mariano scores unassisted all by himself. Number 23 for the Orange, that's your ACC Offensive Player of the Week, sends the game into the overtime. Sergio Salcido assists freshman Jamie Trimboli. He wins it for Syracuse 12-11, and Syracuse improves to 6-1 on the season. The Orange women's lacrosse team returned to the Dome after a 3-game road stretch to face number 15 Notre Dame. The last time SU took on the Fighting Irish was in last year's NCAA tournament semifinal. This time, the Orange looked to stay perfect in the ACC with a win. And the Fighting Irish have been struggling lately, dropping their last 3 games they've played. And 24 minutes left in the first half here. That's Casey Pearsall. She ties the game 1-1. But now Syracuse fighting back. Natalie Wallen scores, and Nicole Levy gets the assist. That's her 34th point of the season, and it was Wallen's 14th goal. Just 1 second left in the first half now. Courtney Fortunato scores, and Notre Dame leads 7-4. That was part of a 6-goal run for Notre Dame. Now SU's Kara Quimbley scores on the free position. Syracuse a little too far behind in this one. This is the Kara Quimbley goal. She puts Syracuse within 6, but a little too late for the Orange. Just 1 minute left in the second half. Heidi Anaheim scores and seals the 16-7 victory for Notre Dame. Now imagine going from an 0-11 season to a 9-2 record. That's what Justin Lustig did as head coach at Edinburgh University last year. And now he's the newest addition to the SU football coaching staff. Dino Babers announced today that he's hired Lustig as Syracuse's special teams coordinator and running backs coach. Lustig was the Division II Coach of the Year after just 1 season at Edinburgh. He replaces Tom Kaufman for special teams and Mike Hart on the running back side. On the hardwood, one SU player is still racking up honors, and it's Alexis Peterson. She was named to the 2017 AP All-America second team. She's also a finalist for the Dawn Staley Award, and she's on the ballot for the Wooden Award. Her name is all over the SU record books. PD set single-season school records with 721 points scored and 231 assists this past season. She's also second time in points scored after Kayla Alexander in SU history. In men's basketball, only 4 teams are still standing. UNC, South Carolina, Gonzaga, and Oregon are the final 4 teams in the NCAA tournament. North Carolina is no stranger to this stage of the tournament, as the Tar Heels have been to the Final Four a whopping 20 times. The other 3 schools combined for just 4 appearances in the Final Four. The action gets underway on April 1st when South Carolina takes on Gonzaga and Oregon faces off against UNC. Now, guys, that's certainly going to be an interesting matchup for both sides of the tournament, and we're looking forward to seeing who comes out on top.
Now, this Final Four is why I love March Madness, because like you said, there's only really one blue blood in there, and that's UNC. But what do you think the odds are of a Carolina-Carolina matchup in the final?
I think there are pretty good odds. UNC has looked great lately, and so has South Carolina. So it's going to be an interesting matchup on either side, but certainly we'd all love to see the two Carolinas battling.
All right, thank you, Lauren. Coming up, we take one last look at tomorrow's weather.
And an airline banned 2 girls from flying for wearing leggings. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
What's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning.
Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you eat stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better.
Please, don't quit on me. Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
If you see news happening on campus, in Syracuse, or across the nation, call the CitrusTV newsroom, 315-443-1177, or tweet at CitrusTV News, your campus news leader.
Taking another look at our day tomorrow. We're in the 40s for most of the day tomorrow, and those off and on rain showers. Rain should clear out by 4 p.m. tomorrow, and we'll have some clear nighttime skies.
Coming up next on OTN is Orange Press Pass, followed by Syracuse Unpeeled. Citrus TV Noticias is on at 7:30.
You can see the OTN schedule and all Citrus TV content on our website.
Cash Cab is returning to the streets of New York City. The Discovery Channel is rebooting the game show that ran from 2005 to 2012.
During its original run, Cash Cab won 3 Emmy Awards over 8 years. The reboot will feature celebrities as a cab driver asking trivia questions to passengers.
And United Airlines is standing by its decision to prohibit 2 girls from boarding a flight for wearing leggings. The 2 teenagers are children of United employees who can fly for free on a standby basis.
The airline said the girls violated dress code and could not fly because they're still representatives of the company. Banned clothes include flip-flops, midriff shirts, and ripped jeans.
And Kim Kardashian West announced last night on her television show that she wants to continue expanding her family.
However, her doctor expressed concern given her difficult pregnancies with North and Saint.
Her mom, Kris, told Kim, "I don't want you to do something that would put you in danger."
Previously, Kardashian has explored using a surrogate to carry her child.
Now, Alex, personally, I think that there's a lot of great name choices out there, like Wild West, but what do you have to think?
I literally could not care less if I tried.
I think he might name the kid president after Kanye's future 2020 run, so.
Kanye's definitely the type of guy who could do that.
Lots of good options out there, but that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us.
For News 24/7, follow us on Twitter at CitrusTV News and visit our website, citrustv.com. I'm Alex Amico.
And I'm Brooke Glatz. Have a great night, Syracuse.